This is a Max video. This is about Elden Ring. I love Elden Ring. It's a pretty good game. It's a very good game, and Bymax0r is a crazy editor. So if you want to watch, it's gonna be a good time. Yeah, let's watch this.
Play this video in the dark. It is very scary. The lands between.
Sorry, that
so
might be way
beautiful,
too dang.
so tranquil. Until I showed up.
Yeah.
Welcome back everyone to Elden Ring, one of the games of all time, featuring deep role-playing mechanics, riveting combat, cool math games, happy Wii hosts, and probably
yeah, whatever his name is. I forgot his name.
Channels exist.
Wait, what the hell is happening in the one? Like, this is what the problem with Bymax0r videos is, that it just go crazy instantly.
Do not play this video in the dark. It is very scary.
Yeah.
The lands between. So beautiful, so tranquil. Until I showed up. Welcome back everyone to Elden Ring, one of the games of all time, featuring deep role-playing mechanics, riveting combat, cool math games, happy Wii hosts, and probably a...
Oh, by the way, I should probably give this warning. If you're sensitive to lights, you should probably not watch this. This is this guy's crazy. He does something weird too with his videos. You probably already realized that by this time.
So convoluted that entire YouTube channels exist just to tell you about it. I do not know much about the lore, but I do know one thing. Melania is definitely the blade of Mikola.
Just bomb. Be a warrior. Just go charge bomb.
In our quest to destroy the cast of Percy Jackson. But do not worry, the pain has only just begun. And if you somehow haven't seen the first part, then
I swear to God, those big those hand monsters, they terrify the shit out of me. I remember whenever they just randomly popped up, I don't even know, like, the most magical thing about Elden Ring is that fact that they have so many monster varieties, and these finger monsters, they only showed up in like a small portion of the game. There's like one little corner, they just randomly appear, and they're never used again. I don't remember if they've been used again. I don't actually remember if I've ever seen them ever outside of that one specific house, whatever it was called, the castle, before the castle. But yeah,
it's fine. I have also seen JoJo. So with the Elden Ring shattered and scattered among America's inbred dipshits, it's time to tear our way through enemies aplenty. Attempt to find a girlfriend, almost impossible.
Thank God.
Test the true strength of my hardware, because this will be our greatest challenge yet, and also the easiest challenge for the rest of the game.
it's way too dank. Too much.
Last time,
way too much.
Copyright infringement fair use edition, we struggled to take Grandpa off his life support with violence, delivered Garfield his precious lasagna, and finally convinced
Dude, I haven't had lasagna in a while.
To end it all with nuclear fire.
Thank God, we're finally ending it all.
Wow, that was a fucking crazy. I better fast travel to the third impact Evangelion. We're moving at a real breakneck speed. You know, just when I was thinking this game can't possibly get bigger, it gets significantly bigger. I'm not sure if the developers are okay, especially
this thing was so huge.
That man. It turns out nuclear weapons are a great way to excavate the earth, and there are no long-term consequences, which means we've got an entirely new area to explore, hiding just beneath our feet. And no, we're not going to visit the Blue Man Group again. I still have the nightmares. Wait a second, this is Michigan. I need to leave as soon as possible.
Hello, traveler.
Ah, it's a woman.
I am possessed of 4 arms, and that
God.
is what tickles thy fancy?
Pringles can.
Art thou of no more brain than stone?
Can you speak English?
Can you throw yourself into a wood chipper?
Sorry, I don't speak Italian.
I have never seen a caucasoid run that fast. They kept yelling, "Go, white boy, go."
Okay.
I shall need thy help to run my errands.
May I ask why?
No, I'm going through a tunnel right now. Your signal's breaking up.
Bye.
I apologize for that.
I do not
I
forgive.
may not have known at the time, but this was the beginning of an absolute rabbit hole, one that would lead me to dangerous and disturbing territory in the future. This shit makes Blaytown look like a playground. Welcome everyone to the Nether Fortress. It's 3 rooms long
I swear to God, I know that Autumn was scared of spoilers, but at the same time, I'm saying, like, this video has been so heavily edited, you don't actually realize what the hell is going on. There's just so much, like, editing. There's more editing than there's video. You don't even know what the hell, or gameplay. There's more editing than gameplay. You don't even know what the hell is happening in the game. There's just, like, random anime girl 101 appears. Like, what?
Which is my preferred enemy. I've always wanted to be a police officer. This
Thank
is
God.
just like my favorite Japanese anime, Kill the Cats. And if that's a little too intense for you, don't worry. There are dozens
Naked
of
and hostile woman in your area.
Corner. Just knowing that makes me feel very comfortable. But my favorite enemy in the entire level is in fact myself. Me. I am the boss of the level. Hey, what's up guys, byMax0r here. We're out here going after Shadow Peter Pan. I'm forced to fight the only bitch that I trust. Gonna lay a fucking smackdown on Dark Link. This battle is a unique concept to say the least. It perfectly copies and uses your entire inventory. And yes, this does mean you can unequip your weapon and laugh at him for the whole fight. He literally cannot damage me in this state. Not that you would need it, because if there's anyone in the world who knows how to keep me down, it is myself. This boss's weakness is naked anime women, but overall, it was a great
for sure.
experience.
I saw Gani on the right. That's so stupid.
Unfortunately, as a result of that battle, I have destroyed a part of myself. I have killed my artistic integrity. Hey guys, I built an entire torture chamber for animals in hardcore Minecraft, and if you want to see how I exterminate the innocent, stick around until I kill my son. I feel like if you showed this video to a Victorian child, he would die instantly. And speaking of dying, we've returned again to Jump Scare Junction. That's right, I lied to you. I give Dora the wrong directions. This area is an identical copy of the last time, complete with the same puzzle, the same enemies, and the exact same boss. But
I feel like this video reminds me quite a lot of his Genshin edits. Like the video when he even responded saying that this video was edited way too much. There was too much nonsense happening. This is like crazy. This video's I feel like when he starts the video, it has to be batshit crazy, and the half of the other part is just he's calming down. He's taking it more easy. He's leaning back and he's just presenting more of the video than all of the nonsense happening. I do find this very entertaining, but it's really hard to like pay attention to what the hell is happening.
This time he's glowing.
It's just way too dang.
Now don't get me wrong, I love beating Canadians to death, but why? Please do not subject me to more Canuckin boss torture. Now as for the rest of the area, it's pretty nice, you know, kind of short, introduces the brand new safety.
I was so disappointed over the fact that this guy, this dude over here, I was hoping that this guy would like wake up or something and do something, but just sitting there. He was like in two different areas, and you just see this guy like laying this big statue. I was hoping that it was just turned into a boss, like a big giant boss, just I don't know, doing something wild.
Pretty
it looks
nice,
really cool.
Kind of short.
I love the world design of this game. It was
sphere type enemy. That's okay though.
absolutely amazing.
Steel Ball Run, but
the Elden Ring was too good, way too good for his own.
Which is a surprise tool that will help us later. With this, I may now cause many kitchen nightmares. Let's go talk to someone who actually knows what's happening right now. Not you.
Yes.
Though the alternative isn't much better.
Hey, Tarnished.
Yeah, hi.
I see you've come to me with LondonBinKnife.png.
Huh?
So you know what it is then?
No, but if you desire a refund, I must redirect you to Ranni the Witch in her Carian call center. Only then can you rebate your purchase.
Oh, I've met Ranni before. She's, interesting.
But I must warn you, Tarnished, the temptation of a blue gash is strong beyond belief. I too have felt the call of her puppet hands upon my tackle. Just imagine, Tarnished, what those 4 armpits must smell like.
I'm going to leave now. Welcome everyone to Horrors Beyond Comprehension, a land of the hands, as it were. The Finky Dinky. Making my way here was a treacherous affair. I had to dodge the magical artillery using
Why
my
is he
immense
running
steel.
so
this
fast?
Place, however, is anything but safe. I would describe it a bit like the SpongeBob perfume department. You simply need to get through it, but you will lose a part of yourself. There are hands everywhere, in the ground, on the ceiling, and within my nightmares. They are 90% of the enemies, and the remaining 10% kind of remind me of myself in a really strange way. My name is Yoshikage Kira. I'm 23 years old and making YouTube videos. As it turns out, the Queen of Caria going insane in Hogwarts had implications for the kingdom, and one of those implications, kind of slaps.
The funniest thing about that is that the introduction to the area. Those hands were far beyond. They were placed in such a way, and the way the enemy worked was so annoying that everything afterwards of this point throughout the entire instance, the entire set towards the boss was so easy. The hand part was the shortest, but yet the hardest part until the boss. Everything before that was easy as hell.
No, like a hand. I too would kill myself if I was written by J.K. Rowling. I can't even search for pictures of normal Knuckles on Google because I keep getting this fucking echidna. Human Knuckles just makes it worse. Now, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah. So after dealing with my Oni-chan and killing the only normal people for
Big
miles, the game
Oni-chan.
just gives up and has us fight a ghost instead.
This boss was so easy. This boss was
I've
so
always wanted to
easy.
kill a white woman. Also, I'm available at this address. This fight is actually an iteration on the previous Tree Sentinel boss, so it's a really good thing that I beat him. You could say I have a lot of practice with the moveset. This time, however, we've got a copious amount of magic, even greater speed, and a horse ghost, which implies that there is a horse hell. Horses don't belong in the battlefield. They belong in the McDonald's menu. I can't even turn the bastard into glue anymore. This is just like George Orwell's Animal Farm. In summary, this boss is good, but nothing we haven't seen before or will see in 5 minutes. The magic earns her a really comfortable spot in B tier right next to herself, but that is a story for part 19. So for now, I'm just gonna send her to a farm upstate.
I want to watch how far he gets in this
for
one.
130 hours and haven't slotted a spell. Now, as a full consequence of my vehicular manslaughterino, we have finally unlocked Ranni's Rise and my favorite part of the game, Ningyo Romansu Shimureta.
Thank
Honestly,
God,
I'm
we're
a
finally
big fan
playing
of
it the
writing on
dating
this one.
sim.
I just don't really care for the Blythe arc where he eats the classroom. But to get to that, we have to fight the most dangerous and powerful boss of them all, the copy-paste key. If we can teach magic to fucking dragons and dogs, I don't even know why we try. The most powerful wizards can be found in a zoo. You know, at least
Yes. Oh, he just goes
he's
away.
gone. He has chosen peace.
That was the biggest
I guess all
cut.
that's left to do now is
He's just
enter
vanishing
Toyota
away.
High School, so I can finally meet the love of my life.
How the fuck did you do that?
Do what?
Ohayou gozaimasu.
She says, her
What the
long hair
fuck?
swaying in the Among Us Morbius Among Us sus.
So, why are you here exactly?
Oh god, the game actually prompts you. I really gotta think about this one.
Tell you what, I'm also in the business of killing God. I want to restore the good old-fashioned values upon which we used to rely.
Is that a bad thing?
For you. Now, are you going to join or not?
Oh god, she doesn't know I'm a sub.
Wonderful. Your first mission is to kill my brother, Satan. You can find him inside his volcano.
Are you trying to kill me?
Don't come back until one of you is dead.
Well, I guess that's it then. Time to take the elevator so I can talk to my sleep paralysis demon.
Greetings, Tarnished.
Oh god, not him.
It is I, Brian Dog, from Family Guy.
Please leave me alone.
I'm not really here right now, so please.
God
leave a
damn it, it's an
message
answering
at the tone.
machine.
At the tone, please record your message.
Finally, it's time to continue playing the game. And to get to the aforementioned volcano, we must first ascend. We have to elevate our consciousness so I can have my date with Ranni senpai. Fortunately for us, there is an elevator. Thank God the Mountain of Death is wheelchair accessible. You just gotta watch out for the falling rocks. I'm beginning to get the impression that I'm not wanted here. So we enter the absurdly large elevator, custom built and designed for the new American male, and place our keys in the ignition like a sedan. Welcome every pony bazinga to the Altus Plateau, land of the fourth demigod and his magic treehouse. I originally meant to go to the volcano immediately, but this area is the world's biggest set of dangling keys. There are two paths we can take to traverse this area: the road of proper upright civilization or the forest of immaculate pain. You know, I did both of them, but this one is funnier. Welcome everyone to the Worm People dimension, a region totally unique in how it decides to kill me. You see, the inhabitants have a special status effect called death, and the effect of death is that it kills you rather painfully, and there's quite a few of them. My favorite example is definitely Wormface, who is called that for no reason. All of his attacks are basically instant kills. I think it could be better to take the stealthy approach here. Hey guys, byMax0r here, and today we're going to be sneaking into Big Shell. Raiden, you have to stop the Facebook algorithm. It's giving people pronouns. So after navigating the Impale Jail, or just teleporting past it, because you can do that, we continue exploring Bikini Bottom so I may find the maniac. Just don't turn around on the bridge, because
Wait, who is this dude?
he is there.
Oh, that guy.
next
What the
part of
hell
our
is he
journey, we make our
doing?
way to the Windmill Village, which is
This is Sweden!
apparently a fun time.
Dude, I came in there and I was like, this is Midsummer. These look like Swedish gals just having a great time.
Though I may be a fan of older women, but this is a bit much. These bitches really do be reenacting the plot of Midsummer in the local retirement center. Honestly, this area is pretty dope as long as you don't make them angry. Don't worry, women are very easy to calm down. So with our domestic situation now under
don't
control,
believe you.
we walk for 3 seconds until the boss just kind of approaches you, just like Dio and his stand. Welcome back, everyone, to the official IGN walkthrough. And today we're gonna be fighting Slenderman. Gotta collect those 8 pages. His attacks are fast, really fast, and his combos are longer than my video schedule. If you ever think you're safe against this boss, think harder. This man goes harder than a police officer in the Black Sea. And to make things worse, we have a second phase which made me scream audibly. Finally, the spaghetti coat. I haven't really fought a boss that required an exorcist before, but thankfully the priest was better at the game than me, so that's not the last time we're gonna see him. Although
I am so impressed with a lot of the bosses in Elden Ring. I thought a lot of them were like really impressed. Like, I thought a lot of them were unique. It's really because of the scale of Elden Ring, they do reuse a lot of bosses. Because there's so many of them. The game is way too big. I assume it would take them even longer to develop a unique boss for each area, and it doesn't really need that. They always have this little twist most of the time, but like most of the bosses are like, when you were playing it for the first time, you could never really expect, beside of dragon, what they were about to do. This guy, when he started like dragging his own belly and neck upwards and like spinning around as a snake, like I was just completely shocked and didn't really actually know completely what to do. I did kill him the first time, but whenever we get to this fight over it, oh god, I did not have a good time. I somehow struggled with this one.
So with Friedrich Fastbear once again confined to his pizzeria, we approach the fabled gate of
stressful, man.
And after being
some of these bosses are really stressful.
We catch a glimpse of our next destination. The next destination hurts my eyes. All you have to know is that I really want to get there because I am a moth. And also this anime girl. Naturally, my first instinct was
starting to get a pattern.
Door, like the feds outside my house. But these instincts were not correct. Also, some people
everything is about anime girls.
So here's a dog. So instead of whatever that is, we need to take the side route to get in. I have to skulk cantankerously towards my devilish deeds. But upon reaching the back rooms, we find that the way is blocked by the dreaded, most powerful enemy of the entire game. That's right, the copy-paste key is back, and this time he's tired of my shit. This battle is really difficult, not because the moveset is new, but because I have exhausted my horse jokes. To put this another way, he's tougher than my dad and hits harder than his belt. Not much is different this time around.
That's a big fight.
The damage. That is very new. This is just like my Redmi Note 11 Pro when I criticized the Chinese government. Overall though, this boss is a very cool reskin and a literal gatekeeper for the content ahead, which is why I decided to exploit him using my horse, just like the Mongols. Absolutely peak game design right here.
I cannot fight those with the horse. I feel like it's so...
guys, I need to answer my phone.
I feel like it's worse to fight it with a horse.
Out of the way, it's finally time to head inside. This is what we've been building up for 13 entire minutes. And when I got there, I was so taken aback by what I saw that I fell off a cliff and died.
It was beautiful. I stood there and looked at that for a while when I saw that for the first time. It's so beautiful.
Welcome everyone to Listerine, royal capital, a land that pleases the eyes and destroys my ears. The sound of the Smurf Jamboree is fucking inescapable. We're gonna hear it for the rest of the level in the form of my tinnitus. Look at this shit. Look how fucking big it is. And yes, we can visit all of that, the entire city. Do you see that dragon? You can climb it. These enemies, they can climb me when I am 6 feet under. Enter the buildings, peruse the streets, find new enemies and die to them. We've got a little bit of everything here in Portland, Oregon. This game is Dark Souls 4, 5, and fucking 6. So I ask again, are the developers okay? Do they sleep? So after our encounter with band class, we move throughout the city, becoming acquainted with its welcoming residents. And there are so many different paths that it's actually hard to talk about. You can go down the streets and die, go through the storm drain and be dragged to the depths of hell, where the Catholics go. Or you can go to the bad side of town and die to the exploding worm. I hesitate to call this a level because this is a goddamn experience.
Yeah, I learn more about life every time I watch these, like byMax0r. byMax0r is showing me some interesting scenes.
It's more convoluted and confusing than a woman. I want to get off Mr. Miyazaki's wild ride. Please let me see my family.
I can literally not listen to what he's saying because I'm trying to keep up with the images. There is so much, and he's trying to speak so fast that it is like, it's really, I sort of managed to pay attention, but it's like if I look at the stream or the chat or I say anything, if I don't put my full focus onto this, it is hard to like realize what the hell he's been saying and what has been shown on the screen. There's so much happening at once.
But that is a story for probably never, because it's guarded by the demigod of incest. I will have to deal with him later, preferably after he stops dealing with me. So once I finish up preening the garden and becoming one with the graveyard, we ascend to the next level of consciousness and begin making our way to the palace above. It's pretty beautiful, but I would suggest installing railings, because I am stupid. And also this anime. Speaking of which, here's the next boss. He just kind of appears there. Gotta fight Casper the Unfriendly Piss. Now, I could get into this boss, maybe talk about how he helped my insides experience fresh air. But he is very phoned in, and we're going to get quite familiar with him later. And also, he has a stand, so that's how you know he's gay. Since this boss is technically a memory, we're just gonna forget that he exists. Maybe should have done that during the fight. So all that's left to do now is get into the giant tree so I can finally kill God. I've always had a grudge against that guy. After all, he made the British Isles, and some crimes cannot be forgiven. Ah, if it isn't my old friend. The Tarnished who gets no bitches and stacks no paper. How are you alive exactly? How are you still single? Once I called the demigod's family, but that was before I became racist. Though your tenacity deserves praise, it is for naught. For I have never lost a debate. What the fuck is wrong with you? Cancel culture strikes again.
This boss fucked me so hard.
This fight is good. Like, really fucking good. I just didn't sign up to play Sekiro today. That quirked up white boy do be busting it down sexual style, and his secret is methamphetamine. This shit is fast. Very, very fast. Faster than a Genshin player's trajectory to prison. So fast that the hammer doesn't even wait for phase 2. They call him Home Depot DoorDash because he's delivering the tools straight to you. Also, yes, I can make his weapon change color at will. It's like a speed run for epileptics. But what makes this fight difficult is not just the speed, not just the mobility, and definitely not just the damage, although there is a lot of that, but just how many fucking moves this man has, and all of them have different attack speeds, so have fun with that. This time around, we've got daggers, hammers, spears, a lot of swords, and a little bit of trolling. I remember when Dark Souls bosses were just an obese man, we were so young, but this does beg the question, why was Morgot just hanging out in front of Stormvale? Was he getting his groceries? Did he use a VPN? The only assumption I can make is that he just really hates you, and yeah, I can fucking feel that. I also hate me, so to come out on top, we've got to remain quick, brace the inside of our asshole, and verify our online sources with correct documentation, because this is the hardest boss so far and the easiest boss for the rest of the game. So whether we're delivering pizza or attempting deicide, Morgot will bring you the Home Depot experience, whether you're ready or not, and the answer is usually not.
What? Fuck. There's just so much. He has so many attack moves, like at the end of his face.
That fight was the fucking bomb.
It's such a good fight. It's such a good fight.
It was a
There's
hard
like so much happening at once.
Time for me to claim my rightful throne.
Yep. There it is.
Fuck, I'm going to make God pay for this. All we have to do is go through the,
Well,
oh, this probably has an explanation, but something tells me I'm not going to like it. Oh well, time to go. My actual objective is worse than this. Much, much worse than this. So, yeah, that's great. Look, I need help getting into the glow stick tree. Do you have any shears?
Oh, why didn't you say so?
No reason in particular.
Nah, don't worry about him. He's, doing stretches. For the next 5,000 years.
What?
Anyways, you need to, burn the tree.
Excuse me?
You need to go to Giant Mountain and burn someone to death. I want that shit to look like a road flare.
You are scaring me.
The pain is immense and without limit.
How about I just go kill Satan instead?
You cannot run from me.
Welcome everyone
Chinese
to the Mountain
smog?
of Agony, both in the lore and in gameplay, but mostly gameplay. Home of the fifth demigod, Satan, literally just Satan, Lucifer, the big D, if you will, who has made his home inside of a literal volcano where he intends to commit blasphemy in peace. Just one problem, we gotta climb that shit ourselves, and the main way up is, a little bit linear. I call it the Habsburg family tree because this shit is a circle, one with a higher population of apes than Twitter.com. My favorite part was the horrifying darkness of my Appalachian camping trip. Something is after me, but I don't know what it is. Now don't get me wrong, there's still a lot to discover, but half of it is igneous rock, and what remains is a bit of special. Just gotta take out this enemy over here when suddenly bird jump scare. It feels a bit like every level collaborated to make this one. We've got people, monkeys, spastic robots, and you better believe that the hands are back. We even get to see the handyman himself. He's getting really out of hand this time. You could say that I have my hands full. This is hands down the stupidest joke in the video. So after climbing a little bit, 3 ladders in a row, we gaze over a cliff whereupon Patches just breaks my fucking skeleton. Guess I have to climb all the way back up. The top of the mountain is really fun though, especially when my computer decides to work. It's like Disneyland for Victorian peasants or just Yugoslav war criminals. I think Satan might be up to something. It's just a guess though. So after 3 days of assorted undersea mischief making, we finally arrive at the Volcano Manor. But at that size, it's more like a volcano-gated community. Little did I know what I was getting into, starting with the, Red. You know, like all the flags this is giving me. I feel like I'm inside of a gaming PC. Maybe this woman can give us more info.
Hello,
I have never
and
met her.
welcome to the Red
Where is
Manor.
she?
Feeling creative today, aren't we?
I am the virtual YouTuber of this
It's
mansion.
fucking Iron Mouse.
And this is Gug. Gug is in pain.
Aren't we all?
Anyways, can I interest you in joining the forces of Satan? We offer coupons.
For what exactly?
Mostly funerals, but sometimes Tesco.
Well, you know what?
My
I do want to
queen.
attack God, and the mood lighting here is sick as fuck. Where do I sign?
Oh, you don't sign, you kill.
What?
We crave innocent blood, traveler, and I expect a sufficient donation. After all, you are what you eat, and I am a child at heart.
I think I chose the wrong voice actor.
Hail Satan!
Well, I guess since I serve Satan now, my outfit needs to get a little edgier, and my weapons need to become a little veggier. Potatoes aren't the only things that these can peel, and as a fresh recruit to the Army of Darkness, I now have access to the office break room. It is surprisingly nice, so long as you avoid the souls of the damned. I do not care who the IRS sends, I am not paying taxes. Also, half my fellow demons have scoliosis, so let's just collect our first target. You know, instead of talking to them.
I
And
need
if
to
I'm
go
going
to this
kill the
place.
innocent, I might as well do
I
it with some
missed
chill
this area.
beans
I
by
missed
Dr.
most
Dre
of this
to relax and
area.
study to.
I was gonna go through it on my second playthrough, but I didn't really get that far. I've just not played enough. On my second playthrough. And Payday 2. It was a good song. It was a big jammer.
I think we might be the bad guys. Just kidding, I don't think. Oh shit, wrong
I
door.
know.
Congratulations, traveler. You have proven yourself my finest sin.
My sins are
Thank
unforgivable.
God.
You get to meet Satan now.
Oh, what's the occasion?
Dinner.
Can I leave now?
Have fun.
Hi there, Satan. Did you fall from heaven? I don't think he liked that one.
God devours serpent. I still haven't fought this guy.
Hey guys, byMax0r here, and today we're gonna be trapped in, hell.
This song is the jammer. What is this?
Yeah, so it turns
Wait,
out
what is
war
that
crimes and
song?
orgies are sins. Don't ask. So now that we're in hell, I get to meet all of my favorite heroes, such as Ronald Reagan, and also all the landlords that Mao killed. But
I'll be honest with you, this video is giving me a headache. Maybe I need to get some food, because holy, there is so much happening at once. There's so much information, like in one moment. My brain at the moment can't handle it. I have not eaten enough though today, so probably it. But this video, props, it's
to
crazy.
navigate
There's
this new
so much
landscape of
happening.
fire and brimstone, we must venture into the many circles of hell, each one complete with their own trials and punishments, but mostly punishments. Now as for me, I was sent to the circle of greed for being a YouTuber, and my punishment is continuing to make this video. It is 4 in the morning. Now the first thing you see in this level, and I mean the first thing, is an anchor direction. This tells us that we're in the circle of lust, where all the Genshin players reside. You know,
Oh
I'm a
my
really
God,
big fan
thank
of,
Lord.
Sugma Kokomi. Boy, I sure do love being surrounded by women. Genshin Impact video very soon.
Is this,
Just gotta turn this corner and
Is that a VR chat world I can go
just
to?
standing there. Well, I'm sure he won't be bothering me anytime later. Oh my God, it's him. The
That's where you reside. That's
now
my
for our
home.
next stop in every
I just
Denny's
want
ever
Ganya
made, we're
everywhere.
heading into Hell's Assisted Living Center, which is
My
filled with
home,
unbaptized
Genshin.
infants and the disabled. It was at this moment that I knew I was not being punished, but that I was the punishment. Also,
Big,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ,
anime
this is
women
darker than
everywhere.
Ethiopia. After which,
Thank
we
the
find
Lord I'm
ourselves
in
the
heaven.
circle of gluttony, because the residents are a bit sluggish. I know, very funny stuff. It's
Good
time
one.
for some fun volcano facts with byMax0r. Did you know that lava cannot hurt you as long as you are backstepping? Try to do it in real life. Actually, at this point, the lava is more of a suggestion. Summer enjoyers be like, at least there be no snow. Oh boy, I sure do love taking a walk in the great state of Arizona. So after we're finished navigating the, kinky neighborhood, we head into the next circle of hell, the heresy, which is accessed when I pull a bridge out of the room temperature lava. This is where God puts all the papists after being dragged into the storm drain. Their Sisyphean
going to
punishment is that
Brazil.
they have to get laid on Gmail. Delete every other website. You have to fuck and suck on Gmail. Now if you'll excuse me, I'll be attending mass to steal the wine.
That's a big boy.
Hey guys, welcome back to my 600-pound death, and on today's episode, we're going to be fighting the skinniest Reddit mod. This is not what I meant when I said I wanted jiggle physics. I think this boss may have had a few too
Reddit
many
mods, dude.
communion wafers. How many of those do you have to eat before it's considered one entire Jesus? This is your body broken for me.
Imagine
Now,
having
unlike
the
the
suffering of being a Reddit mod. That is absolute torture being a Reddit mod. I feel I feel so bad for every single Reddit mod. This sounds like hell. They have to read Reddit every day. God.
Their foreskin brother, the absolute girth of this man might make you think we're in for a slower fight, but you are wrong. That would make the game easier. He is even faster than that, and that just makes me go from depressed to impressed. And just like last time, his second phase is absolute body horror. Genuinely just the scariest shit I've ever seen in my life. Please consult your doctor before engaging in any Nikocado maxing. I think I'm gonna be here for a few more minutes. Finally, the bloated design. Body positivity. No, I have body negativity. Also, holy shit, this music goes hard. This is an absolutely inappropriate boss theme for the inside of a Walmart. I think it's about time that we shave off some of that excess skin. Come on, do it. Give me your skin. If you aren't comfortable in your own flesh, you should pull it off. So now that I've officially shot Biggie Biggs, we can finally grab the and continue on our route towards the average Californian summer. Me being sent to hell, they forgot to take my Bluetooth speaker away. That's right, we're finally here, the heart of the beast, home of deceitful serpents and their evil minions. You know, Washington. Also, more ladders. But honestly, it's a bit,
Who's singing?
easy to get lost in here. Personally, though, I don't think there's much here that we haven't already talked about, besides the Egged One, just your standard committee of child skinners. So we're just gonna teleport straight to the boss, which is the actual way you do it because of the reasons why. All right, Satan, I've served you for too long. Now prepare to feel my... Oh, wait a second.
That looks cool.
Welcome everyone to Doom Internalizing My Abuse, and today we're going to be fighting the we're going to Google how to kill him, because as it turns out, the reptile exhibit is in need of some heavy ordnance, of which I am an expert. The Serpent Hunter is, and I quote, on some anime shit, a weapon of mass destruction specifically built to kill just snakes, you know, like a secretary bird. It's also, 3 feet from the entrance. That's like giving chocolate out in a dog pound. God may give me his toughest battles, but so too do we get his largest gun. We just went from Storm Ruler to Storm Meter Stick. This fight is the coolest shit I've ever seen. It is so satisfying to use this weapon, and the damage is absolutely biblical. My favorite part was when Cain beat his brother to death with a rock.
What?
The only drawback is that you are too strong, and dodging him is a little easy because the snake will signal every attack by pogging. But if I had to choose a boss to be easy, this one's pretty fucking up there. And trust me, I know about fucking up. Just ask the war crime trials. I have something to admit, guys. I didn't really kill anyone in the war. I only kill people like you, tomorrow. But as for this boss, his difficulty does not get in the way of the fun, of which there is plenty. I think the best attack is the one where he slimes me at the Kids' Choice Awards. Plus, I am always down for animal abuse, especially after the animal abuses me. So with that out of the way, I think it's about time that we graduate this noodle from endangered to extinct.
Demigod of Mount Gelmir, number 15. Praetor Rykard. It appears that you are trying to cut off my pet snake, so in return, I will now cut off yours.
What the fuck?
The last thing you want on your journey to hell is to join the Serpent King as family, but as it turns out, that might be what you get.
Oh my fucking god, it's finally him. It's Satan. I'm your biggest fan. Welcome everyone to the second phase of life, also known as death, and today we're going to be fighting the human centipede along with everyone he's ever consumed. That's right, this entire time we were participating in the world's most complicated buffet, not to mention I'm carrying the souls of 4 entire demigods, so I just delivered Rykard his fucking pizza. But if you want to get eating, first you have to get eaten. Buy an immortal snake and live on him like a tumor. That's called making a deal. Now as for the gameplay, it's a little intense, you know, kind of spooky, kind of makes me cry, because this boss, on top of his normal moveset, can use every snake attack, just like Metal Gear Solid. But that isn't even the dangerous part. That happens when he unleashes the 50 goddamn explosive skulls at the loudest possible volume and then dips my screen into a vat of hot oil. I guess hell was just built on a missile system. I could not tell you what's happening on the screen right now. The best way I can describe this fight is that it gives brain damage, just like playing Valorant, but in a good way, unlike playing Valorant. Even still, this battle is not about that. It is all about the spectacle, the weaponry, and of course the violence. It is a gimmick fight done absolutely
It's all about the spectacle. We're adding a bit more spectacle into this video right here. Let's just enhance it with a bit more of that spice.
Like a cat. Goddamn, does it deliver.
Woo! That looks sick.
Man, you two are a match made in hell. Hey,
one.
so, I might have killed Satan.
You fucking what?
Yeah, so, where did she go? Oh, she's eating what?